What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video. Today is 9/14. Looking at the overall 1 year, 1 day, you can see that we are pulling back, right? But we never really crossed up on the 1 year, giving us full confirmation for uptrend. We didn't even get up towards that 1 year SMA. The CPI data was kind of worse than what people thought. People are expecting the Feds to basically go to 100 basis points to combat the rising inflation. Inflation has been going up, up and up and up throughout this time with no signs of a pullback. So the Feds have to get even more aggressive than what they said. So I believe Powell speaks next week. So the market is going to be basically in a temper tantrum moving forward. Overall, looking at the overall market today, looking at the 1 year, 1 day, you can see we are now below the 1 year, 1 day trade line. So that is a bearish sign. We were trying to get above it. We didn't get full confirmation. First confirmation is candles holding above the trade line. That's what happened. We had two green days, two powerful green days above the 1 year, 1 day trade line. And then we had the CPI data that basically caused us to come back down, but we never got that crossover. If we had got that crossover, we could have probably pushed up towards at least 421, but that did not happen. End up rejecting over here. Looking at the RSI, we do have a lot more room for possible downside. If you're looking at the 1 year, 1 day, we had one red day yesterday. Now we want to see if we're going to get any type of follow through if we end up breaking yesterday's lows, and then we could start basically going even lower. You can see this 388 has been some type of support before, has been some type of resistance. Let's drop down towards the smaller chart. So let's look at the 180-day over here. Looking at the 180-day, you can kind of see things a little bit clearer. Maybe even 20-day, you could probably see it even better. Looking at over here, you can see that we made that low around that 391. If we break 391, we could start going to 388. If you drop down towards the 1 minute, you can see the low 391.92. That is the level you want to see broken, right? We made that low yesterday around like 3:49 Eastern, a little bit before the bell, and we basically tried to bounce and get above it. You can see we're still a little bit above it now. But if we come back down, that is going to be the main level you want to watch to see if we basically get some steep downside, right? Looking at the 20-day over here, we are below the 20-day trade line or floating right above that on that 20-day trade line. 20-day MACD has crossed up. RSI is oversold. Wouldn't really be too shocked if we get some type of sympathy bounce today. Let's see what happens. If we do want to go for a possible bounce, you want to see us hold above these 1 hour candles over here around like 395. Then we can start pushing to 396. 396 is going to be that main area you want to see broken. 396 was tested before and rejected. Once we break above 396, we can start basically pulling back up towards 398, the 20-day SMA. If not, and we start to come back down lower, we could basically short it from basically 393 down towards those 391s and maybe lower from there. Overall, 20-day is a little bit more on the oversold. 20-day is crossed up. So you want to be cautious with those short positions and wait for confirmation. Make sure you guys set alerts. This way you guys know if we break those key levels. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. And comment below, what stock are you guys watching for the rest of the week? What stock are you guys interested in? I'll throw it into the next watch list, right? So looking at Tesla, you can see Tesla had a nice decline with the overall market. Want to watch to see if Tesla breaks above 292. Then we can start basically pushing up towards those 298. This is the 20-day. You can see the 20-day kind of looks like it wants to cross over. It's looking a little bit oversold. Look like we may be finding some type of support over here, right? So we want to be cautious, want to see what's going to overall happen. It has basically this declining pattern over here. So if we do break that 289, we could basically sink down towards 284. So stay alert for both possible outcomes. Next stock we're going to talk about is AMD. AMD is pretty much really down today, right? We spoke about the chip sector yesterday with NVIDIA, but AMD, look at that, rejected that SMA over here. Probably had an extreme bad day yesterday. We dropped from like 85 all the way to 76. That's a massive drop. So we want to see if we get some type of sympathy bounce. You can see the RSI is blue, meaning more in favor for a possible bounce, but it doesn't have to happen. So let's see what happens. So want to watch to see if we break that 77, then we can start going at 80, or if we break that 76, we got to drop down towards the 180-day from the 20-day to see where we could possibly go from 76. If we break that 76, we could possibly start pulling back down towards the 73 zones. Few other stocks that you guys may want to watch is Amazon. Looking at Amazon over here, you can see Amazon's kind of in a tricky spot, right? Below that 180-day trade line, 180-day is actually still crossed down. RSI is a little bit more on the oversold side, kind of moving in a choppy range over here. We want to see Amazon to break above 129, but then it has the SMA right there around like 135. So not too much room to upside. You could capitalize on it as a day trade, but as for a swing trade, doesn't really make sense going into a full long position into SMA like that. So I want to watch to see what's going to overall happen with Amazon dropping down toward the 20-day. You see it pretty much synced with the overall market yesterday. A lot of things pulled back yesterday. So watch for that 126 break. Then we could basically go to 125, which was a previous support, and maybe 123. Our size a little bit more on the oversold side on the 20-day, could possibly get a sympathy bounce, maybe a dead cat bounce, a bounce and a fail. So let's see what happens. All right, so I think that's going to be it. If you guys want to call out any stocks, it looks like Meta's down too. Meta's actually making a new low. You can see Meta's holding some type of support. All these charts look pretty similar. You can see oversold 20 days, looking like they're finding some type of support. Either one or two things are going to happen today. Is either we're going to make a nice flush to the bottom and start making new lows towards like 150 and probably lower, or we're going to start to basically bounce and then come back lower, or just bounce and try to recover. So gotta see what happens. Make sure you guys set your alerts and watch for those 20-day, 1 hour trade line breakage or rejections. All right, so that'll be it. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys leave a like below if you guys enjoy this video. Also, don't be shy. You guys are watching these videos and you guys are real shy. What stocks are you guys watching? Or you guys are just interested in the stocks that I'm producing every day. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.